And we are underway in Buffalo. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from it absolutely occurred.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third down and 1. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Deontay Hardy back deep. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen on the slant. He's got Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work.
He's got it with the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. On play action, Allen, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Phillips looking like he may be a long-term centerpiece of the Miami defense. Put up 7 sacks last season. The Fins, they're hoping he can become a game wrecker here in year 3.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal from 28 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. On the return, Hardy. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A strong play from last year's 2nd-round pick who didn't get a lot of carries as a rookie with the Bills, only 89. But he made the most of them, though. A 5.7-yard average, good enough to lead all running backs had he qualified. This is a young man who's proved he's worthy of a more featured role in the Buffalo offense.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Allen to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Miami set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Tua now on first down. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
first kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Allen now on first down. Completes it to Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Two yards to go, second down.
Now Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Powers through him. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Braxton Berrios deep for Miami.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. The Bills got a terrific first half from the man on the cover, quarterback Josh Allen. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate, because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Allen off the play fake. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Finding space at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills ready to take over. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Diggs with a good footwork. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 55 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end and Jerome Barrel.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Berrios now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. I don't know if careless is the right word there. The bottom line here in the fourth quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's Hardy set to return. And the Bills getting set to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
to the touchdown pass to kick it away. Berrios is going to bring this out of the end zone. There he goes, left side. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Bills are going to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And now out come the Bills. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And they will take a knee here. Second and 11. Cook up the gut. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.